Magnetism is a fascinating force that has intrigued scientists and curious minds for centuries. It's all around us, even if we can't always see it with our naked eyes. In simple terms, magnetism is the force by which objects attract or repel each other, creating a dynamic interaction. This force originates from moving electric charges, which generate magnetic fields. Think of a simple bar magnet, a common example we often encounter. It has a north and south pole, each with distinct magnetic properties. Opposite poles attract each other, while like poles repel, creating a balance of forces. This interaction between poles creates the magnetic field, an invisible area of influence that extends around the magnet. This field is what causes the push and pull we observe, affecting nearby objects. Magnetism is a fundamental force of nature, just like gravity, that governs how objects interact with each other, playing a crucial role in various natural and technological processes. Many people believe that because our blood contains iron, we must be magnetic. This misconception is quite common and often leads to some interesting myths about our bodies. It's true, iron is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen. Hemoglobin is essential for transporting oxygen from our lungs to the rest of our body, enabling us to function properly. However, the iron in our blood is not in a form that creates a significant magnetic field. The iron atoms are bound within the hemoglobin molecules, making them unable to align and generate magnetism. The amount of iron is also quite small, about 4 grams in the entire human body. This tiny amount is distributed throughout our blood and tissues, playing a crucial role in various bodily functions. This is not nearly enough to make us stick to refrigerators or attract paper clips. The iron in our bodies is simply not concentrated or free enough to exhibit magnetic properties. We are not magnetic superheroes, despite the iron within us. Our bodies are fascinating and complex, but magnetism is not one of our superpowers. Magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI, is a powerful medical tool. It uses strong magnetic fields and radio waves to create detailed images of the inside of the human body. You might wonder, if MRIs use magnets, do they make us magnetic? The answer is no. MRIs work by temporarily aligning the water molecules in our bodies. This alignment allows the machine to create images. However, this effect is temporary and does not magnetize our bodies. We walk out of an MRI the same way we walked in. Section 4. Magnetic Myths. Debunked. There are many myths and misconceptions surrounding human magnetism. Some people claim to have magnetic powers, attracting metal objects to their skin. These claims have been repeatedly debunked by scientists. Often, the objects are sticking due to sweat, friction, or even clever tricks. There is no scientific evidence to support the idea that humans can be inherently magnetic. The laws of physics simply don't allow for it. Section 5. Bioelectromagnetism, our internal currents. While we are not magnetic in the traditional sense, there is a fascinating field of study called bioelectromagnetism. Our bodies generate their own very weak magnetic fields. These fields are produced by the electrical activity in our nerves and muscles. Every time a nerve impulse fires or a muscle contracts, it creates a tiny electrical current. These currents, in turn, generate weak magnetic fields. These fields are incredibly faint, millions of times weaker than the Earth's magnetic field. Section 6. The truth about human magnetism. So, are human bodies magnetic? The answer is nuanced and requires a deeper understanding. While we contain iron in our blood and generate our own biomagnetic fields through various physiological processes, we are not magnetic in the way we typically think of magnets, like those that stick to your refrigerator. We don't attract metal objects or have superpowers that allow us to control metal. Our bodies are complex systems, with the nervous system playing a crucial role in generating bioelectromagnetic fields. And while we utilize and are influenced by magnetism in various ways, such as in medical imaging and treatments, we do not possess inherent magnetism ourselves. This means we can't naturally attract or repel objects. The human body is a wonder of nature, capable of many incredible things, but it's important to separate fact from fiction when it comes to understanding its capabilities. Misconceptions can lead to misunderstandings about how our bodies truly function. So, while the idea of human magnetism is fascinating, the reality is grounded in science and biology.